Strange man-made beasts. They defy the laws of nature. Genetically altered for science or sport. The Frankenstein life forms get even more unusual, counting down the planet's most bizarre creature creations. May 2002, Rehovot outside Tel Aviv, Israel. A pint-sized fowl romps in the grass, but something's very unnatural about this bird. It's flightless and featherless, pinkish and plucked. This bird looks ready for roasting, with one exception. It's alive. Geneticist Avigdor Kahaner's naked chicken sparked questions and controversy. But this bald beast was naturally bred from what's called a scaleless mutation.
There is no genetic engineering here. This is a natural mutation that was detected or found about 50 years ago.
The scaleless chicken mutation blocks genetic signals responsible for the feather follicle growth needed for fluffier fowls. Today, Kahaner calls his oddities naked chickens, but dismayed opponents have dubbed them Frankenchicks. Activists argue that animals should live and look just as they would in the wild, and commercial entrepreneurs have no business running afoul of Mother Nature.
Should we modify animals to fit into our industrialized production environment? I think that's a question that some groups have drawn the line at. We shouldn't modify the animal to fit the environment. We should change the environment to fit the animal.
But as a geneticist, Kahaner claims his goal is bigger, better birds with special advantages. On warm weather farms, big birds can get overheated and die. The answer? Birds in the buff. And Kahaner claims his highly evolved frankenfowl can even help save the environment.
We have a costly process of removing the feather and dumping the feathers with a lot of water into the environment, which is a pollution. So there is also this aspect. We are minimizing the waste associated with production of poultry meat.
Today, Kahaner's crossbreeds are still a little bit small, but he's working on a larger super strain for tomorrow. Featherless chickens bred for a brave new, hotter world. Stockton, California, 2003. When it comes to creature creations, looks can be deceiving. This healthy mule passes for normal, but he's not, thanks to what you can't see, his DNA. The first cloned equine ever to walk the earth. Creating this man-made mule almost didn't happen. Years earlier, Dolly the cloned sheep made international headlines. Dolly represented a major scientific breakthrough, proving a living animal could be created from a single cell.
What Dolly proved was you could take a cell from mammary tissue of a sheep, put it into an egg, and then you could make it develop into an entirely new sheep that has exactly the same genetics as the cell you took from the original mammary tissue of the donor animal.
Dolly's birth got many people thinking, what animal could be next? Don Jacklin of the American Mule Racing Association spearheaded an intensive mule cloning project. Gordon Woods and a team of scientists at the University of Idaho beat the competition. And on May 4th, 2003, Idaho Gem was born through a normal birthing process. Here's how cloning works. First, cloners strip an unfertilized egg of all genetic material. Next, they implant the egg with another animal's DNA. Once the man-made egg starts developing, they insert it into a surrogate animal to reach full term. The result? A fetus with another animal's exact DNA. In this case, a champion racing mules. Now, at 3 years old, Idaho Gem competes with normally birthed mules and another clone named Idaho Star in the world's first ever professional mule race featuring clones.
It's a novelty. I mean, the people that come out to see that in the racing industry, you know, clones are not authorized. So this is the first in the industry.
Both cloning and racing enthusiasts believe they're onto a new super breed. And if you build these mules, they will run. Coming up on Weird, True, and Freaky, counting down the most shocking creature creations. These fish may seem normal, but they swam out of science fiction. And later, a groundbreaking experiment that turns an animal into a human organ donor. Here's a weird, true, and freaky challenge. Which one of these animals has not yet been cloned? Is it A, a sheep, B, a pig, or C, a bird? The answer coming up. So which one of these